our emotions. Thought and feeling or emotion plays a clear role in what we are, our outer reality. Our whole practice is about changing our state of being, which is a combination of our thoughts and feelings. There is a mental rehearsal that is done. A group is asked to exercise the little finger. Contract, expand, one of the fingers. In 20 sessions, every day for 1 hour, one group of participants are doing that. Just thinking about it. One group is doing physically. Another group did not do anything but start thinking about it. For 1 hour, they would think, I'm contracting, I'm expanding, contracting, expanding. They're not doing physically, but they're simply thinking. It's called mental rehearsal. It's called visualization or dreaming. So one group doing physical, another group just visualizing that they are doing it. And again, at the end of 4 weeks, the group that did physically had a 30% strength of the muscle for that finger in 4 weeks. But the group that did not do physically, but just merely visualized, had a 22% increase in the strength of the finger. So thoughts, mental rehearsal, our emotions that we exhibit in our body, both are influencing their outer reality. In one case, they could increase the strength of the body. In another case, they could regulate the sugar levels in the body. The placebo effect is there. That's where it comes from. The placebo effect of thinking that I'm getting well just through my own thoughts and feelings can actually heal the body significantly. Those who are doing knowingly, those who are doing unknowingly. In order to change our brain neural circuits, it all starts from identifying and asking questions to be different. Identifying our old self, observing what am I, and then asking a question about what do I want to be. The moment we start asking questions, when you ask questions, then we are driving. That very thought is coming from this frontal lobe. A frontal lobe, or this whole neocortex, the whole brain, the frontal lobe is considered the CEO, which is, when it is active, then it is directing. So when we visualize, when we mentally rehearse, it's all happening from this frontal lobe. Because we're actively using the power of mind, and that function of visualization is coming from this frontal lobe. And when we are visualizing, then often we are directly in a singular thought, unified thought. And then it is going and then activating different parts of the brain to know more about that thing that we are visualizing, that thing that we are asking that question about. Inquiry. That's why many spiritual practices say you start with an inquiry, then automatically you will start finding answers, start changing. Because that inquiry, wanting to know, wanting to change, wanting to feel, is an intention. So when you have an intention, then neurologically the frontal lobe, the seat, is driving a whole bunch of signals into the brain for it to access things that are different and that are supporting that very thought and intention.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the day 8 of our 21 days program. Anyone else coming on the screen? Same faces every day. Jyoti, Chaktika, Abhilash, Varsha, Manjunath, Vidya, Mayank. I think I'm seeing Chandrasekhar for the first time. Sirisha, Mithun, Pradeep, Gaurav. How about some more? This week is going to be exciting. Why is it exciting? Because we are going to understand the science of creating things. It's science of attracting things into our life. So there are two ways of leading a life: default creation and deliberate creation. Does anyone knows what's the difference between both? Default creation, you allow the life to flow through you. You accept the events as they are. Anything good or bad, you just surrender to the event, to the situation, to the circumstance, and you let the life flow. You are happy with whatever is happening right now, and you are also welcoming and ready to accept what is going to come in future. You are not judging at all. You are not worried about, basically. It's like this kind of attitude. Let it come. What is there? Whatever happens, let it happen. So that's the default way of leading a life, this life of surrender. There is another one called the deliberate creation. Suppose I want to attract something new. I want to attract this new job. I want to attract a nice, loving relationship. Gaurav is saying deliberate. How about others? Deliberate, default. Okay, Manjunath is saying default. So I got 4 responses, out of which 3 are deliberate. Okay. More deliberate. Okay. Deliberate followed by default. Okay. Both are good. You should choose which is your way of living the life. If you are happy with whatever you have right now, if you are not so much worried, not so much, if you don't want to put so much of energy into create this particular thing or attract this particular thing, you are just surrendering to whatever that is happening to you, then yes, perfect. Default way of living the life is perfect, but it needs a lot of strength to accept everything as it is. There is this beautiful book called Surrender Experiment, one of the life-changing books that I have read 4 years back by Michael Singer. The whole book is about surrender. If you are reading the book, you will get into a different feel. There are some movies, right, like feel-good movies. This is one such book, feel-good book. And yes, if you are a kind of ambitious person, I have so many desires. I want to experience each and every, I want to experience the process of achieving things, dreams, fulfilling desires. Then yes, we can go with deliberate creation. Again, there should be a balance between both. You should not like, it's not like whatever you see that you want to create it. Again, you need to have a sense of calmness there to understand whether do I really want to create this thing? What is motivating me to create this thing? What is the intention behind that? Is it because that I have this deep fulfilling desire since my childhood and I want to experience this? Or is it because that your friend, colleague, relative, or someone who is the one passing on the road is saying, and that since that guy is doing that, you want to do it? If we have that sense of clarity, yes. Otherwise, it will be stressful life, because you will be feeling that I want everything you see that you feel like I want to create this, I want to create this, I want to create this. Okay, so this week we'll understand about this deliberate creation. Select those 1 or 2 things that you want to create, that you want to achieve, those topmost desires in your life, and we'll work on them. Okay, so we'll give you the science tools and tips. Yes, again, you have to go back and practice every single day until you fulfill those things. So we'll understand a little more about this after our meditation. Okay, so let's get into our practice for now. We are into Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, simple breath mindfulness technique. Make yourself comfortable. You can remove your specs, watch. Put your mobile phones in silent mode. You can take the support of the back. It's not necessary that you need to sit erect. You can take the support of sofa, chair, wall, anything. The idea is to lose the sense of your body. That can only come once your body doesn't respond back to you with any kind of pains or things. Okay, close your eyes, cross your legs, clasp your fingers into fingers, start observing your normal, natural in-breath and out-breath. Right, so I'm seeing a lot of new joinees coming today. So just for the sake of you guys, the meditation technique, what we are doing is a simple breath mindfulness technique. First of all, make yourself comfortable, take a comfortable posture. If you want to cross your legs, and then clasp your fingers into fingers, close your eyes, and then follow your breath. Normal, natural breathing. No forced inhalation and exhalation. It's not a breathing exercise as such. If you are normal, the way how your breathing happens, you should do the same. It's quite normal to get a lot of thoughts during the process. The idea is not to follow the thoughts and then come back to the breath again and again, again and again, again and again. All you need to do is, whenever you get thought, come back to the breath, come back to the breath. So it is a skill, just like any other skill that you can master with regular practice. Okay, let's start. There will be nice soft instrumental music. You can follow the instructions in the music also. The first 2 minutes we'll do the heart elevation. Recollect or relive one of the beautiful moments that has happened to you in the past. That should make you feel elevated, that should make you feel joyful. Okay, keep the hands on your chest area. Let's start. With your breath.
Dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area. Rest your attention on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart? With that breath energy, breathe more and feel. Your beautiful heart, that seat of all emotions. Our primary connection into this universe, which is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Can you feel love, gratitude inside your beautiful heart? Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Feel more of that love energy, of that gratitude energy, and expand your heart center. Dear friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap. With your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural, in-breath and the out-breath. In this meditation, we observe our natural, peaceful in-breath and the out-breath for the whole duration. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. And when the mind is empty, we slowly merge into that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field. Our divine self. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the out-breath. Allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As you observe the breath, notice that lightness in your breath. Allow yourself to completely merge into that lighter and shallow in-breath and the out-breath. With your eyes closed, become one with your breath, dear friends. Allow yourself to merge into your in-breath and the out-breath. And slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is becoming empty, can you feel any sensations in your body? Can you feel emptiness inside you, all around you, as you're becoming one with your breath? Become aware of that emptiness, where there is no body, where there is no thing, where there is no one, in no place and no time. Allow yourself to go deeper into that emptiness of no body, no thing, as you become one with your breath. All emptiness is energy. That's quantum energy field with infinite possibility and opportunity. Everything you have ever experienced or will experience is here in the form of energy, waiting to happen into our physical reality. The longer we stay and connected to this energy as no body. The more we receive from this field, keep your eyes closed. Stay aware of that emptiness as no body. And stay connected with the abundance of energies in this field. If you find yourself distracted, go back to observing your breath. Bring yourself into the present moment and experience that emptiness inside you, all around you. Yourself to merge into your breath and merge into that emptiness where everything is connected to everything else. The longer we stay with this emptiness as no body, the more we become everybody, and the more we experience our wholeness. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness of every body. Go deeper and deeper into yourself as you merge into your breath, dear friends. And yourself to merge into your breath. And merge into that emptiness where everything is connected to everything else. The longer we stay with this emptiness as no body, the more we become everybody, and the more we experience our wholeness. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness of every body. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude for living this beautiful life. Be grateful to your parents for giving us this intelligent connection to this universe. Be grateful to our teachers and mentors for expanding our knowledge and wisdom. Be grateful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, relatives, colleagues, partners, everybody, for helping us learn so many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, to the animals, the birds, the fish, all the planets and stars, for inspiring that awe in us every moment and being that mystical energy into our lives. Be grateful to all the things we use, the technology, the places we visit, the systems that support us, our governments and companies, various people who help us. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, for allowing consciousness to explore through you. Be grateful to this intelligent energy field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. Feel your body. Relax yourself and let the autonomous nervous system repair the body. As you relax, recollect your experience from the session. How did you feel? What have you seen? Who have you become? You're ready. You can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes.
Welcome back. Slowly open your eyes when you are ready. Anyone would like to share? So I'm seeing some new joinees right today. Any questions? Anyone would like to share how your meditation went in the last 30 minutes? All right, great. So then let me jump to the topic. So let's continue to where we stopped before our meditations. We were talking about the science of deliberate creation, right? So let me share a slide. So everything in this world is a vibration. In other words, we can call it as an energy. So basically this energy operates on these three principles. So if we understand these three principles, then that's it. You have mastered the secrets of universe. Can you guys believe that? The universe works in a very simple way. If you understand these three concepts, then yes, you are kind of master to it. Okay, the principle number one, we are less matter and more energy. Maybe we might be hearing this statement more often here and there. You would have read it in many books. Or in the sessions like this, you might have heard that you are energy, you are energy, you are energy. So what's this? So let's consider this. What is this? This is a mouse. If I put this under electron microscope, what can I see? What do you guys see? Suppose the headphones that you are wearing, if you remove it and if you put it under electron microscope. So we have studied in our school physics, right? Everything is made up of molecules. So you see a bunch of molecules that are bonded together. What do you see if you go even more deep? If you magnify your lens, what do you see? These molecules are made up of atoms, and which are bonded together based upon their atomic structure. Correct? Molecule is nothing but a bunch of atoms bonded together. And what happens if you go even more deeper? What is there beyond atoms? What are there beyond atoms? There are something called subatomic particles. Electrons, protons, neutrons, and there is this thing called nucleus, which is kind of center, and there are these electrons and protons kind of revolving around the nucleus, and these electrons jump together from one orbit to another orbit. So all this is the physics that we have learned, right, in our 9, 10, 11, 12 standards. How many of you remember? Fascinating subject. Okay, so there are the subatomic particles which are there beyond atoms. What do you see if we go even more deeper? What are beyond subatomic particles? Who can answer? Waves, quarks, frequency, antimatter. Okay. Nothing. So yes, so scientists were amazed to see that there is nothing beyond the subatomic particles. So then this question baffled them. So this mouse, these headphones, which I am seeing as a physical mass to my physical eyes, with my physical eyes, is made up of nothing, is what the question. Is it so? Anything physical that you are seeing with your physical eyes, is it made up of nothing? Then if it's made up of nothing, how is it visible to us as something? So actually it's not nothing, it's no thing. N-O-T-H-I-N-G. There is no thing there, but there is something. What is that something? It's energy. But yes, one more thing is also happening there. If the scientist is looking for where is the electron, then the electron is coming up. If they just remove their attention from the electron is invisible. It's like flashing on and off, on and off. It's like observer is creating that electron. So this is the first point. We are less matter and more energy. The physical mass, what you are seeing with your physical eyes, is actually made up of energy. So if you find out the ratio of what is the matter to the energy, it is 0.00001. So in your headphones, only 0.00001% is matter. The rest of the percent is empty. It's energy. So what you are seeing with your physical eye is only the 0.01% of the reality. So that's why there is this famous quote, like what you are seeing with your physical eyes may not be real. There is something which you have to see beyond, which is the actual truth. Okay, so we are less matter and more energy. So the me, what you are seeing through this Zoom is only 0.1%, 0.01%. So the 99.9% of actual me is empty and it is spread across. It got mixed with your 99.9% of yourself, 99.9% of Jyoti, 99.9% of Manjunath, 99.9% of Sirisha. So we are all interconnected. That's why there is this concept of oneness. We are actually one. But because of the illusion, what is being created through this physical eyes, we are feeling that we are separate. But otherwise, we are all interconnected with each other through this common material of energy. And this 0.001%, after dot, there are 11 zeros, and then there is a 1. So that much percentage of the matter is only making us feel separated. It's an illusion. That's why there is this concept of everything is an illusion. So the second principle, we have unlimited possibilities and potential. So one more experiment scientists have also conducted. We call it as a double slit experiment, which I'll show an video if I have time today or else tomorrow. So what this experiment basically, I'll tell you in a layman language, like what this experiment is doing. Let's assume you are in your room. Onto your front side, there is this screen, scintillating screen. Or you can assume there is a plain wall on your front and you have some cricket balls in your hand. Assume these balls as electrons and this plain wall as a scintillating screen. So scientists started throwing the ball. So what happens? Based upon the Newton law, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. The ball, when it hit the wall, it should come back, correct? So that's what is happening. Yes, when they throw the ball, cricket ball, they came back and they caught. So the experiment number 2. Now, scientists asked this guy who is standing in the room, you should throw the ball in a straight, in a linear direction, but then can you expect the ball to go and hit on the right side of your wall or on the left side of your wall? The guy actually got shocked. What kind of question is this? But then they asked him to do. Assume these balls as electrons. They started shooting the electrons, expected to go in the linear direction. But then scientists asked this guy to start watching on the right side of his wall. To his surprise, the electrons actually went and hit on the right side. If he started seeing left side, it went and hit on the left wall. So they're confused. How is it possible? So now they ask. Now they got one more guy into the room and they asked both the guys to same question: where do you want the electrons to go and hit? One guy said on the left, one guy said on the right. So they one guy started seeing on the left, other guy started seeing on the right, and the electron actually appeared on both the sides of the room. How is it possible? One material, I mean, one particular thing existing at two places at the same time. How is that possible? So this is when they started understanding the things in a new way. That means they're not considering electron as a particle anymore. They are considering the electron as a wave. Can you say where the wave exists? Wave is existing everywhere, right? If the electron is going as a wave, then it is there in the entire room at all the times, at all the places. So when the observer, when the person one started to see the wall on the left side, that wave got collapsed onto a particle and he's able to see the electron on the left side. Same thing happening to the other guy. He's able to see the electron on the right side. So it's energy everywhere, and it is the observer who is collapsing that energy into a particle. It's observer who is manifesting the possibility which is existing as a wave into a matter. That's the point number 2 and 3. So why do we say unlimited possibility? Since the electron is existing as a wave, it has unlimited possibility. See, it can, if you put 100 guys in the room and you ask all these 100 guys to see at different places at the same time, and the electron appears to all the 100 guys at the different places at the same time. The possibilities are unlimited. So if you draw the same analogy into our life, suppose if we are manifesting for an admission onto a dream university, or want to manifest a job in a multinational company, or want to manifest a promotion with certain increase in the salary. So that is existing as a possibility, as a wave, existing as a possibility, as an energy in this universe. In the way that this guy in the room collapsed the electron onto as a particle, we as an observer has the potential to collapse that promotion which is existing as a energy into a physical event. I mean, we can collapse that as a real event and attract it into our physical life. So at what time that possibility is existing? At all the times. At which place that possibility is existing? At all the places. It is me with my energy, with my observation power, with my attention, who has to collapse that possibility into reality. It is me, myself, has the ability to collapse that possibility as a potential. That possibility could be a better health. That possibility could be that loving relationship. That possibility could be anything. Possibility could be killing the other person, or stabbing the other person, or torturing the other person. Anything in your life is existing as a possibility. All your dreams, desires, wishes, goals are all existing as a possibility at this moment. And it is depending completely on me as an observer. If I am able to put enough attention to collapse that event existing as a possibility, nothing but an energy, into a physical event. That's what quantum physics and neuroscience combined validate this model. So this is all about this energy science. These are the 3 things that we are going to understand in this week. The first thing, to believe that you are more energy and less matter. If you are an energy, then all the events that you want to manifest in your life are also existing as a possibilities as an energy. And we as an observer has the potential to collapse that possibility into a reality. So there's some more points that we discussed some time back. Deep inside, everything is made up of subatomic particles. Atom is 99.9% empty. So yes, this is what the quantum physics has found. If you measure the ratio of the energy versus matter in an atom, it is 99.9999911 after dot is energy, and that very minimalistic percentage is actually matter. So it's a big field of energy waves everywhere, interconnected to each other. That's what we discussed, the oneness. With one pointed mind, we can manifest matter, that is, create life experiences. Meditation helps develop that one pointed mind. So this half an hour practice, what we are doing every single day, this simple breath mindfulness meditation technique is helping us to develop that one pointed focused mind, so that we can collapse that dream or desire which is existing as a possibility into a reality. That thing currently existing as an energy can get manifested into the matter. Manifesting an electron is easy, but what is an event? Event is nothing but a combination of some trillions and trillions of electrons. Correct? All these electrons, when they come together in a particular pattern, that is nothing but an event or circumstance which comes into our life. What's the time? Okay, so let me play this video. This is the same video that we discussed a few minutes back. Let me share again. Just for the sake of understanding, I said cricket balls, but the whole video talks in terms of electrons. Go through this. We'll talk after this if there are any doubts or questions.
And here we are. Weirdness, the infamous double slit experiment. To understand this experiment, we first need to see how particles, or little balls of matter, act. If we randomly shoot a small object, say a marble, at the screen, we see a pattern on the back wall where they went through the slit and hit. Now, if we add a second slit, we would expect to see a second band duplicated to the right. Now, let's look at waves. The waves hit the slit and radiate out, striking the back wall with the most intensity directly in line with the slit. The line of brightness on the back screen shows that intensity. This is similar to the line the marbles make. But when we add the second slit, something different happens. If the top of one wave meets the bottom of another wave, they cancel each other out. So now there is an interference pattern on the back wall. Places where the two tops meet are the highest intensity, the bright lines, and where they cancel, there is nothing. So, when we throw things, that is, matter, through two slits, we get this, two bands of hits. And with waves, we get an interference pattern of many bands. Good so far. Now, let's go quantum. An electron is a tiny, tiny bit of matter, like a tiny marble. Let's fire a stream through one slit. It behaves just like the marble, a single band. So, if we shoot these tiny bits through two slits, we should get, like the marbles, two bands. What? An interference pattern. We fired electrons, tiny bits of matter through. But we get a pattern like waves, not like little marbles. How? How could pieces of matter create an interference pattern like a wave? It doesn't make sense. But physicists are clever. They thought, maybe those little balls are bouncing off each other and creating that pattern. So they decide to shoot electrons through one at a time. There is no way they could interfere with each other. But after an hour of this, the same interference pattern is seen to emerge. The conclusion is inescapable. The single electron leaves as a particle, becomes a wave of potentials, goes through both slits, and interferes with itself to hit the wall like a particle. But mathematically, it's even stranger. It goes through both slits and it goes through neither. And it goes through just one and it goes through just the other. All of these possibilities are in superposition with each other. But physicists were completely baffled by this. So they decided to peek and see which slit it actually goes through. They put a measuring device by one slit to see which one it went through and let it fly. But the quantum world is far more mysterious than they could have imagined. When they observed, the electron went back to behaving like a little marble. It produced a pattern of two bands, not an interference pattern of many. The very act of measuring or observing which slit it went through meant it only went through one, not both. The electron decided to act differently, as though it was aware it was being watched. And it was here that physicists stepped forever into the strange never-world of quantum events. What is matter? Marbles or waves? And waves of what? And what does an observer have to do with any of this? The observer collapsed the wave function simply by observing.
Okay. So what's that? What's happening? How many of you understood? How many of you didn't understand? You can raise your hand. Not seeing hands for either. All right. Any questions? Anyone want to share how is today's session? Okay, I'm seeing Parthasarathi.
No, good evening. Actually, the last video I didn't understand completely. Can you explain little bit? So I understand little bit. It's a breakdown that pattern of wave when observer being observed, all the thoughts and all the things, electrons. But completely just is very interesting, but I couldn't understand this completely.
Right. So the whole gist of that 7 minutes video is electron exists as both as wave and particle, and by default it will be in the form of wave, and when observer puts his attention, the wave gets collapsed into the particle. So that's the crux, and they want to draw the same analogy to the events that are happening in our life. All the events, circumstances that we are going to experience in future, or that we have experienced in the past, or that we are experiencing right now, are basically possibilities. See, right now at this moment also you have many possibilities, correct? Out of it, you have chosen one to be in this session. Otherwise, there are many other options. You could have watched something on your mobile, you could have continued with your office work or with your household work, anything. At every point of time, there are unlimited number of possibilities. Since you put your attention onto this point, like I want to get into this session, and that got manifested into your life. In the same way, the future scenarios also, I want to attract this particular thing into my life. That thing is already there as a possibility. All I need to do is I just need to put enough attention so that that thing comes into my life as a reality. So this is a simple one. It doesn't need much of your effort to join the session, but there might be some events which can come into your life quite easily, and some events which can take some time. It all depends on how to put that right kind of attention to attract that thing. So the next few days in this week, we'll understand how to focus our mind, how to develop that one-pointed mind, how to put that right amount of attention so that we can attract that event into our life. Anything is a match, right? Is a vibrational match. If my vibration matches to the vibration that is existing as an event out over there, then yes, then the interlock happens and I'll be able to experience that event in my life as a reality. So the video talks at the quantum level. They explain what's happening with the electron, and the same analogy I'm drawing to the events that are happening to us in our day-to-day life.
But the vibration that rising the vibration that I understood, that it's kind of imagination, right? Means kind of imagining that it's already happened, and if it is
Many things come into the picture here. Imagination helps you to raise your attention or vibration, and then cutting down the unnecessary doubts, fears helps you to raise your vibration and raise your attention levels. There are many factors that we need to consider. We'll start seeing all those things in the coming days.
okay. Thank you.
We definitely want to put our attention on the things that we want. At the same time, we need to remove our attention from the things that we don't want, so that the entire energy will be focused on this particular aspect.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So where are you from? What do you do?
Yeah, now I'm in Chennai, so I work in a software company.
All right. Great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Hope the session is useful, informative, thought-provoking. Great. See you tomorrow then. Any announcements, Lalita? Yes, we have a 40 days program happening from today, every day morning, 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Whoever wants to plug into that, you can also join that. So that's been taken by my mentor, Chandra Pulamarasetti. Morning 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. So this is exclusively for the youngsters, but that is an open session. You'll see audience from all age groups over there.
Pradeep, we have someone raising hand.
Okay. Yes, please.
Namaste. This is Asha here from Rajaji Nagar. This course was actually scheduled to be starting from 4-5 days. A week back, right? But then I tried to join, but this actually it was saying this host has another meeting in progress, and I was not able to join. Would I be able to get the recordings of the missed sessions? Because only today I noticed that, like, okay, the sessions are just going on, and then I joined in today.
Right. So maybe you would have clicked on a wrong meeting ID, madam. That's why you would have seen that host has another meeting in progress.
Yeah,
but yes, all the
email, right? Whatever the meeting details was sent on email.
okay. So yes, then team, we need to check the emails, what's going. But yes, we do have a recordings, ma'am. If you are in our WhatsApp groups, your facilitator will post the YouTube link where you can find all the previous recordings as well.
A group WhatsApp?
WhatsApp group?
Yes, you can paste your number here. We will add you into our groups.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the reason I have missed out all the details.
You can text your number one-on-one to the host. They'll take care of adding you into the respective WhatsApp group.
Fine.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Great, guys. See you tomorrow then. Be excited.
All is well, I can rest.
Meditation is to be understanding ourselves. From there arrives the awareness. Awareness leads to mindfulness. In order to understand ourselves, we need to develop that awareness. That awareness is always there. That conscious is always there.
Physically, what was the most difficult thing is controlling the mind and getting peace of mind among all the things. That's why eminent people who have succeeded everything in life, they are here every morning.
I wanted to find myself because I was completely lost. So then I started meditating for a week, and within a week's time, I found this inner joy.
You are in search of a job, you are in search of joy, you are in search of peace, you are in search of becoming resilient, whatever it is, meditation had come to their help.
Before the rigorous practice of meditation, I'm very emotional and very sensitive. But later stage on the practice of meditation, I understood we can do what we can do, but the rest is we cannot really think beyond what we are doing.
Meditation is now has become a breath for me. The way I breathe is the way I think about meditation.
Ana-Pana-Sati is something which I feel is very easy, effortless to practice. Anybody, anytime can practice.
Only one type of meditation, my dear son. Only Ana-Pana-Sati. Without sun, there is darkness. Without Ana-Pana-Sati, there is darkness.
Happy morning, everybody. A great afternoon, a wonderful evening. Yesterday, we had a lot of energy flowing at Pyramid Valley. Good vibrations, which is always there for Buddha CEO. Greater vibrations are flowing. In the presence of Patriji inaugurated in the presence of all the Buddhas, some of the Buddha Seva members who could readily come and join. We had opened a Buddha CEO chamber in the sharing working spaces at Pyramid Valley. Pyramid Valley International, for those of you who may not know, is an international meditation center, beautiful, the new Shambhala of energy. We're one of the largest pyramids, highly energized pyramids for meditation. Founded by Patriji about 20 years ago now. So the idea of having a dedicated office spaces there is to do more of our activity from there, which comes naturally, and to be more specific, to make it a destination for corporates to send their employees for meditation training. Several introductory programs that we are doing on meditation, which introduces meditation to employees and to mindfulness to employees. Just the way employees go off-site for 2 days, 3 days for learning on self-development courses, many places where they stay in resorts or hotels. Instead, they would come here to learn meditation course. And so we would be doing, the vision is to do regular meditation courses from there, from Buddha Seva courses. One of them is the 6-week program that starting for us from tomorrow is will be offered in a 6-day format where everything we learn in 40 days, we learn 1 week per day, understanding with multiple meditation interspersed in a lighter way, so that anyone is coming to meditation will go through, take that nicely absorbing in the serene environments of this beautiful place. That's one. Like that, there'll be many courses that companies can look to as part of the education process, training process, to nominate and send their employees. Go there to get introduced to meditation, mindfulness, because a lot of times we hear it's difficult to have somebody's attention for 40 days, someone dedicate 40 days, give time. What's the incentive for an employee to come and join unless they're going through a crisis? The incentive to come break from my existing habit, because I think everything is going great, so why should I really come and attend another meditation program is always there. So many ways it can help, where now they can go away from the office environment, be in a, if they're a nature lover, they love it, to be there. That idea may be to come for experiencing nature, but then they'll go through a meditation program. So very happy that Patriji inaugurated this symbolic space for Buddhasi Foundation in Pyramid Valley International. It was all very spontaneous. It was not something planned. Afternoon I was there. Vani and I were there. By lunchtime, we reached just about that time. And then a few months ago, Patriji mentioned that we must have a space here, but then that's where it was. And so suddenly we said, okay, let's do it. And Sar started going to start traveling. And then so if he starts traveling, it's difficult. Again, we don't know when he's going to come back. So let's do it. And then so things came together so quickly in getting the space emptied. And some of our members are really coming and joining from City, Arvind, Narendraji, Rakesh, Veena. And Sheetal happens to be there in the, she was already there in Pyramid Valley. So many like that came together, great support and push by Chandu and Shalini. And so Patriji, Pari and several other masters were there. Sagar were there. So it all happened. They all came together. Otherwise, there's no plan for any of us to be there. So this is a perfect example of energy frequencies matching. The frequencies match, then we create an amplified experience. Every thought, everything is a frequency. We always talk about it. It's a vibration, it's a frequency. Oneness, bliss are the highest level of frequencies. Oneness, bliss, these are the highest frequencies, where the more you are with them, the more we have the higher amplitude. So that means it's like a fan rotating faster, slowly. Initially, fan, when the blades are visible, separate. When it rotates faster, slowly the blades disappear. Then it's becoming one. There's no separation between the fan and the space it is occupying. It becomes one with it. The higher the frequency, the bigger, the more the energy, of course. And so then we are merging with the environment around. So same thing, sort of what we experience in an event like this, when things spontaneously happen and everybody comes together with a lot of love and a lot of interest for oneness, because this whole idea is about, it's a meditation event, a meditation program. So they are trying to get that enabled to everybody. So there is a higher frequency of happening there. Things came together, got amplified. It all happened. But then when that happens, and a situation like this happens, where you spontaneously, many things come together, which also means that there is, whatever we're doing is the right thing. When spontaneously things come together, then it sort of is a validation, a checkpoint that we have a purity of intent, and then what we're doing is in the right path, right? Isn't it? It's common sense. But the point is that high frequencies we emit, they come together, then amplify. You know, the frequency waves like this, and another one has like this, one more has like this, this going up and down, high frequencies. Low frequency is more like this, that's a wave. A low frequency, almost that frequency is flat line. Now, when you have these kind of frequencies, and then 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and all of them merge, and then energy is, then the wave is much bigger like this, becomes amplified because they match. We must have watched this video and then remember that waves cancel, or no, they coincide and then become bigger as part of a quantum physics double slit experiment. It's that thing, it's an idea. So things get amplified. So there's a lot of energy lift up. When there's no frequency, very low, there's nothing to amplify. But then if I'm vibrating with love, and the Jagadish is vibrating with love, and then Muridhachalamji, thank you for joining. It's wonderful to see you there. And is vibrating with happiness and joy, and these three energies come together, and then amplify it. That's what we are doing here in this circle. We are amplifying always the energy. And I want to say one more thing. So we are, of course, as a group of meditators, amplifying. And what happens when we are vibrating with low frequency? We are out of the circle. It doesn't gel with it. It only can negate. It pulls the frequency down a bit. When we're vibrating with frustration, separation, anger, anxieties, when you have those, the vibrations are very low, hardly any energy there. Then it cancels, so it brings something lower, or they're not able to join this mega wave. So heart elevation is a great process to go listen to music. I don't know, just think about something great and so bring ourselves. But constantly being in the circle is very important. And a grandmaster, Paramaguru, we call people like Patriji, grandmasters. You know, he could have chosen anybody for doing this work. Let's put it this way. He could have chosen anybody, because you remember, we're all designing our own things, right? We design and then we plan. Now, Patriji, with his millions of people, so many thousands of projects happen in pyramid societies, he could have chosen anybody. But Buddha CEO is chosen that, okay, we can do a lot of great work together with him. And so very, very grateful. I felt very fortunate that we had a great opportunity to be working with him, because grandmasters choose. Choose the environment, the people. We are choosing. And grandmasters, of course, guaranteed are choosing. Nothing is by accident. And so to be doing this work for Patriji, and then which means a representation of a greater council of masters, is exhilarating, and then it feels great. Very happy. We are taking one more step in expanding our thinking about doing larger work. And collectively, all of us here together can make this, that many, many employees imagine and dream that many employees go there and then be there in the environment and then learn and then come out after 6 days as a completely changed personality, vibrating with the highest amount of love and joy and happiness frequencies. So our meditation today, we will go into a depth of that emptiness today. We will be just hanging around, we'll be just be merging into this emptiness more and more and more today. No other process. We'll do heart elevation and we'll do it long enough to feel it, fill up that life into our heart, bring some experiences into it, feel it and feel it, so that we sort of settle our brain down. And then we'll go into this Ana-Pana-Sati meditation for a long time. I'm not going to change a lot of musics today, only one or two, but we'll spend our time in finding that emptiness, finding that energy, energies of love or joy, and then synchronizing our frequencies with this. So that's our meditation going to be a heart elevation, and then only Ana-Pana-Sati, and then towards them we'll express gratitude and come out. But it is good. Try it out. I was doing longer meditations during this week, longer emptiness. Just be into that space for as long as. I'm sure the music will support in going through it. And our goal is to merge into that emptiness, merge into that energy, and tune in to the frequency. When I say it, is about our very thought in an empty state is sending that signal of that love or joy. If someone is looking for healing, so tune in, so bring up that idea, notion of healing. And then you're signaling for tuning into a healing frequency, right? And if you don't want to bring up anything and just be with that, merging with that field, just be with it completely, and then automatically we are receiving what needs to be received at that moment, rightfully. All right, friends. So if anybody join you, we are doing Ana-Pana-Sati meditation or breath mindfulness meditation. Of course, we're starting the 40-day program from tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. The process is simple. We're with our eyes closed, fingers into fingers, and keeping hands comfortably in our lap. And then cross your feet at ankle. So 3 things you do. Cross your feet at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably in your lap, and then eyes closed. Observe your breath. Here, anywhere in the nose, observe. Breath is going in and coming out. And observe the breath slowly, mind becomes empty. And then when the mind is empty, we are in the circle of that energy. All emptiness is energy, quantum physics. So when the mind is empty, then we are in this experience of greater emptiness, which is that energy field. Our goal is to be in that empty state of mind. And in the empty state of mind, many things happen magically through meditation. We'll learn a lot of science from tomorrow and all of this. And before we go into this practice called Ana-Pana-Sati, breath mindfulness meditation, we're doing something called heart elevation process by bringing up and recollecting an experience from our life where we felt good, felt love, joy, compassion. We just recollect, relive that moment, and then elevate ourselves to a better feeling. And that's heart elevation. So we're doing that. And then we do Ana-Pana-Sati. Relax yourself. And I know today is officially the prana end. Yesterday, Jagan and team done a fantastic job. Jagan has done a fantastic job in checking prana completely through so far. And other facilitator, Namita Madam, Lalita, the technical team, beautiful. So we'll talk about some of that after the meditation. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. Darken your room. Draw the curtain.